Am I the asshole for kicking my family out of my wedding after they refused to be in the pictures? Oh boy, more family drama. I recently got married to the love of my life. Wedding planning was nothing but hell between her overbearing mom and my mom and sisters passive-aggressively disapproving. The biggest issue of contention was that my wife wanted our pictures to look nice, so she wanted the immediate family to follow a color scheme. Now I know opinions about that vary, but I think it is important to note that my family is not hurting for money. They would be buying new clothes for the wedding anyway, and when my mom really dug her heels in, we offered to pay for her outfit. My family was extremely upset. They all refused to comply and said we were using them as dolls, ruining the wedding for them, and it was dehumanizing. I backed my wife and said that if they didn't wear the color scheme, they would be asked to leave, but again offered to pay for their clothes. They didn't take me up on my offer, and did show up appropriately dressed. I noticed they were all being cold though. No congratulations, no hugging, just cold and disinterested. When it was time to take pictures, my mom informed me that they were going to be sitting the pictures out. They felt they had been used as props and were not okay with that being documented. I told her she was being ridiculous, and did she really not want pictures from her son's wedding? My sister jumped in and told me they weren't treated like family, so no, they didn't want pictures. Note, these weren't even weird colors that they would never wear. I was furious, and I knew my wife was going to be so hurt. I told them if they didn't want to be in the pictures, they could just get out. They seemed shocked, but left. My youngest sister called me a brainwashed piece of shit, but my mom and older sister just got their stuff and wouldn't even look at me. My stepdad told me that my mom isn't going to admit it, but I hurt her feelings. None of them have reached out since the wedding.
Oh my god, this is a nightmare. This whole situation is my hell.
So your family went ahead and dressed up the way they were supposed to dress up to be in pictures and came to the wedding but were complete shit sticks at the wedding and knew full well they weren't going to be in pictures. So they used the wedding as a ploy to just make a statement. What the hell, man? Like what?
This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. It's pure chaos.
I hope this wasn't a dry wedding, because if I were in your shoes, I'd be lining up shots right after this. It sounds like what you really have is two really controlling mothers doing battle to figure out, who's going to control this couple when the dust settles. And it sounds like the bride's mom won. Everyone who's typically involved with a wedding has to dress a certain way, right? And your immediate family was, in this case, in the wedding, even if only for as far as pictures go. If your mom or your sister or whatever were bridesmaids, they would comply with whatever was asked of them, right? They showed up just to shit on the wedding, it seems like. That's not cool. No, you're not the asshole. You have an asshole family, and chances are this isn't the last you're going to hear of this. This is going to be a lifelong struggle, man. I am sorry for you. And when you have kids, this drama is going to get even worse. So strap yourself in. It's going to be a bumpy ride.